Hey everyone, welcome to the Anderson Bros Outdoors. I'm Jake, and today we're going to do another Cash Day comp review, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back. As I said, my name is Jake, and today we're going to review the last Cash Days comp of the year. We're going to dive into each run and provide some feedback on the runs. Hindsight's always 20/20. So you'll always have I shoulda, coulda, woulda done, whatever. But reviewing the videos and then listening to what I would do or what somebody else would do from their perspective typically helps me out. So if I see things, or if somebody says, hey, this line selection is better or that line selection is better, it's always helping each other is what it's all about, having fun and getting better overall. So before we jump into the footage, I do want to talk about the rules, and I also want to talk about why I look this way. So it's extremely cold outside. I'm not going to record this in the shop, and there's stuff all over my office, so I apologize for this portion of the video. But with that being said, the rules are pretty close to Sorka rules. The starting line is the sidewalk, so when you pass the sidewalk into the rocks, that's when the time starts. Hitting a gate is 10 points. Hitting both gates is 20 points. Reverse is 1 point. A winch is 3 points. A rollover is 5 points. A reposition is 10 points. And I think that's about it. All gates are live all the time, so if you roll down the hill and hit all the gates, you'll get all the points. The first runner-up is going to be Jacob, not me, another Jacob. As you can see, he's already started. We didn't get the initial part of the video. Huge shout out to Chaz for recording this, by the way. We did hit gate 1 there. We kind of bapped it on top. He did get penalized for that. While he's moving into gate 2, you will notice throughout the run that he doesn't actually have a front diff. So this truck is essentially a bone stock stance. It has the lower links, it has front shocks, it has a different cab, it has the bed, wheels, tires, and a Fusion 2-in-1. Outside of that, it is stock, so it does have the centered front, rear, and really all centered gears. Now, he was playing around on the rocks before this and essentially stripped out his front diff, and he still decided to run it. So huge shout out, Jacob. You are the man. However, you will see in this video that he does have problems with it. So he did progress gate 2 just fine. So right there where he's wiggling the tires, it's not really doing much of anything. The biggest thing that I can see so far is that he's taking his time getting between gates. You really want to try and get from gate to gate with haste, and then take your time getting through the gate. So this first year of the Cash Day comps, we did 10-minute comps, and next year they're going to be like 6 or 7 minutes. The competitors are going to have a lot less time to get through the gates, and here we are progressing gate 4 with no issues. Now there is an added factor here of water. The water does make it a little more challenging. So he did progress 5 just fine. This was probably the easiest course of the year, and it was a fun one. Now gate number 6 is really one of the tougher gates because it is a crazy side hill, and if you don't have a lot of overdrive or a narrow set of axles, you're going to have a lot of problems. You can see he kind of sped up between 6 and 7. That is how I would really drive my truck. I would go as fast as I could. Gate 7 turned into a problem for a lot of people. You can see he hit it here, but we did lose some of the rock on top of that, which caused a lot of breakover issues. Gate 8 was easy. Gate 9 is really the next challenging one. There's 3 challenging gates, and that's 7, 9, and 10. Oh, he just barely skirted through there. And then pulled a reverse. And then he's off to gate 10. Gate 10 is the final gate, obviously, and it is the last challenging gate. It is a steep breakover to a drop-off or downhill, and he progresses it and he hits it. Rounding off Jacob's run, he did a fantastic job, especially for having problems with this truck. Had he had the front diff not broken or had machined gears in the front diff, he would have done a little bit better. Let's move into the next run. The next run is going to be me, and my truck started its life as a Vanquish VRD Carbon. It is essentially no longer a carbon. It has the axles, and that's about it. The rest of it is fully custom, and I'll go over that in a different video, but let's jump into the run. So you can see I started, and immediately I take off. The gate's not very far, but I want to get to that gate as fast as possible, and then you can see I slow crawl through it. Moving to the next gate, I kind of get on the gas and try and get there as fast as possible. Now, one thing to note here is I am essentially behind the truck. Well, I almost fall there. It happens. I am behind the truck, and I think that one of the takeaways is that you always want to be behind on top of your truck, so that way you get a better feel for what the truck is doing. Now, this is the first bonus attempt. I did take a reverse there to kind of reset my truck. You can probably hear the audio. People are asking how that's working. I've got a lot of practice and tuning and tweaking in this truck. We did hit the bonus. So the bonus is worth a negative 10 points. Moving into the next gate. Again, you want to take your time through the gates and then speed up between the gates. So you can see that I did that there. Gate number 4 is a little bit challenging with the breakover, but we are able to complete it just fine. Gate 5 is a breeze, and we step on it. Gate number 6 is where I have problems. Essentially, I don't have much overdrive in this truck, or I didn't have much overdrive in this truck. I do now, but we take a reverse, and we try it again. Unfortunately, I think I'm still not able to hit the line that I want, and we end up taking the gate. Just barely, though. My tire barely grazed the gate. I don't think it actually moved, but hosting events like this, I always want to make sure that I am completely transparent and honest, so I just called the gate. As I said, gate number 7 is really tricky, especially with the breakover angle. Fortunately, we were able to progress that gate with no issues. Gate number 8, again, pretty easy. This course is a pretty easy course. And then I do a loop here, and it's an unconventional method, but I just essentially jump gate 9 and have a lot of luck. I didn't hit it. And then finally for gate 10, I do the same thing. With that being said, the run was like I had over 5 minutes left on the run. So it was like 4 minutes and some change that I completed the run in. And I think that's the key, right? You want to be as fast as you can while also maintaining the truck. So you want to make sure that when you hit the gates or when you're going through the gates, you're not hitting them, you're taking your time. You also want to take the fastest path, right? If that means going out and around to avoid potentially making gates where they shouldn't be, meaning that if there's obstacles in the way, you want to go around those obstacles. There's no reason for you to hit those obstacles if you don't have to. I'm pretty satisfied with the run. Personally, it's just for fun. I did not win the competition, by the way. Somebody else did. The next run is going to be Chaz in his Vanquish VRD. Carbon is basically a stock truck. How it came from the kit, and the dude can drive it. Let's jump into it. And we're off to the races. Chaz takes off, and you can see he kind of moseys on up to gate number 1. I think one of the things that Chaz could do better is speed his runs up a little bit. Gate 1 was extremely safe, so there's no reason to really slow or go really slow through it. And then he kind of moseys on up to gate number 2, and we're wasting precious time here. We are being methodical, but at the same time, there's no gates there to hit, so we should blast up to gate number 2. Watching the truck work. Those tusks look really good. Gate number 2 was a breeze, and now we are detouring to the bonus gate. And again, we're taking our sweet time doing it. Here we're determining what line we want to hit. It looks very deceiving. The bonus gate looked really hard. It wasn't actually that hard. The trick was to get your passenger rear tire in the position to where it would grab once you crested the gate, and it would have no issues pulling or pushing the truck over the crest and through the gate. We did take a reverse, and it looks like his tire fell. We're jiggling the front wheels and it doesn't do anything. Take another reverse. It's the same reverse. And you can see Chaz is positioning himself better for the gate. And that is how it's done. Progress bonus with 2 reverses. Moving into gate number 3. Again, we're taking our time. And we've used a lot of it at this point. Whew, come really close to gate number 4. And I probably would have taken a different approach to that, or gate number 3, excuse me. I would have taken a different approach to that to line me up more center with the gate. But gate number 3 was easy. Gate number 4, we are hitting the skid here. And we do need to be cautious, because if the truck slides back into that gate, we are no longer a top contender. We did make it over that gate, and moving into gate 5. Just kind of taking a leisurely stroll. Now, the stock VRD Carbon does have almost 40% overdrive, if not 40% overdrive, and that's really what helps here on this side hill. As you can see, he did make it. He didn't need to throttle it, but he did. And we got a lucky save there. Mosey on up to gate number 7. So he's at 5:46 before gate 7, and I think that's roughly what I finished the run with, that last run that you saw. Oh, and he ends up tagging gate number 7. Now here, in the front right, or the front passenger, there was a piece of the concrete missing. Somebody had dug that out on one of their runs, and that got Chaz. So he lost top place contention there. Gate number 8 was a breeze. We're going to circle around to hit gate number 9. Well, we don't like that approach, so let's do another circle. I do like that he's following the truck to stay behind it and on top of it. And he pulls a me and hits gate 9, or progresses gate 9, excuse me, not hitting it. So at this point, he's really only has 2 reverses and 1 gate touch. So he's doing pretty good. Boom. And there we have gate 10. He ended up doing really well. I think he did better than myself. I think me and him actually tied for points on that run. So his run was the same amount of points as my run. Overall, it's a lot of fun. It was the last comp of the year. The last official cash days of the year. We'll have many more next year. Hopefully we have as much participation as we had this year. It was a lot of fun. Huge shout out to all of you guys for coming and participating in the TABO cash days. We have a lot more in store for next year. We hope you enjoyed watching those 3 runs as much as we enjoyed running them. It's always a good time to get out and socialize with your buddies and have a good time. So big thanks for making it this far. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, all those great things. Huge shout out to the TABO club members. We appreciate you as always. And if you haven't already, get entered into both giveaways. Get entered into the giveaway for the Vanquish wheels, and also you can buy tickets for the Ripper V2 giveaway. That is inching closer and closer as we move into 2025. So there will be links for both in the description below. And as always, we hope you have a great day.